Good morning. I just wanted to do a quick video of a day in my life as an apprentice slash shop manager. I'm in the process of becoming a tattoo artist, which is really exciting. And I just want to show you a day in my life of what it looks like, how it looks like to open and get the shop ready for everyone to come in, as well as taking care of our shop cat. Her name is BBD, which you'll see a lot of. So for most days, I'll usually get up and go to the gym first thing, and then we'll get started on the rest of the day, and I'll see you at the shop. Becoming a tattoo apprentice has been an exciting, interesting, yet challenging journey. For a few years prior to moving, I had been dreaming about becoming a full-time artist, but wasn't really sure how that would come about. When I moved to New York, I had no idea that I'd be doing anything related to tattooing as a career, and if I'm being honest, I actually had no idea what I would be doing at all. I kind of decided to move here on a whim and felt like I'd be able to just figure it out when I got here. So when the time finally came for me to be on my own in New York, I knew that I wanted to be involved with something creative, something along the lines of visual or digital art, even possibly on the corporate side like digital marketing, but had nothing solid set up for myself. I did, however, save up enough to be able to finish up my last few semesters of online school, which helped me to ease into this big change and gave me space to figure out what I wanted to do and what direction I wanted to head. That space and time is when the decision to get into tattooing struck me. I felt like it was the perfect blend of my interests, working closely with other people while also creating real, tangible visual art. I feel like ever since making that decision, my journey in tattooing has been effortlessly unfolding. That's actually the theme I've been constantly reminded of these past few years. To trust in the timing of my life and to relax in the knowing that things are working out for me. A solid example of that is how I actually ended up at this shop. I found this shop while I was headed to a job interview at another spot, which closed down, so lucky me. And I just decided to drop off my resume that I had left at this shop since it looked like the kind of place I wanted to be, and luckily I was hired soon after. When I started, my goal was obviously to become a tattoo artist, but I went in without the expectation of becoming an apprentice. It more so happened really naturally, which I think was perfect. You know, around this time, being a full-time artist was still a really new thing for me, so I was most so focused on being in the environment in any way possible and just absorbing as much as I could. The growth that I've experienced from being in this environment still shocks me now, which is actually a really nice thing to hear myself say, since I tend to forget how much I've grown as a person and as an artist in just the few years I've been in New York. I didn't go to art school, so I've really had to and continue to push myself. But being in a place with such amazing artists and kind souls have really helped. It's like they've kind of adopted me into their little family, which I am constantly grateful for. It can be super nice in the mornings since I'm typically alone, especially if I come in a little bit earlier, and I do live with roommates. When I get here, it's like my own big old studio and I can clean and I can just have a little bit of a quiet peace of mind. So yeah, I love getting here a little bit early to do that and have some time to myself with the baby. She was hanging out in the sun, so you're all warm. All right, I'll let you go. Be free. I know that change is common in our early 20s, but with what feels like so much change and newness in my life, sometimes it can feel hard to keep up. Living in a city like New York isn't always the easiest, and being a full-time artist can be really challenging at times. But I'm starting to not see challenge as something negative or something to be afraid of. I've been taking each moment as a reminder to trust in this journey. As a reminder to anyone, to trust that you're in the right place, to trust in your creativity, your potential, your individual timing, and to feel settled in every moment. Because in the end of the day, we owe it to ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, to not take everything so seriously, because why not?